Objective. Number 1. Describe the various hazard and prone areas that may happen in the event of the earthquake, volcanic eruption, and landslide. Number 2. Identify human activities that sped up or trigger landslide.
Geological hazards are hazards that happen due to natural processes coming from the activities on or beneath the Earth's surface. Natural hazards are naturally occurring physical phenomena caused either by rapid or slow onset events, which can be geophysical, earthquakes, landslides, tsunamis, and volcanic activity.
Biological hazard includes outbreaks of epidemic diseases, plants or animals contagion, insect or other animal plagues and infestation. Hydrometeorological hazard include tropical cyclones, also known as typhoons, and hurricanes, thunderstorms, hailstorms, tornadoes, blizzards, heavy snowfalls, avalanches, coastal storm surges. Floods include flash floods, drought, heat waves, and cold spells.
Types of geologic hazard.
Earthquake is a weak to violent shaking of the ground produced by the sudden movement of rocks materials below the Earth's surface.
Hazard in the event of an earthquake.
Ground shaking. The primary hazard during an earthquake is the violent shaking of the ground, leading to the collapse of buildings and fractures and roadways, causes of injuries to people and loss of life. Ground rupture. Earthquakes can cause the ground to rupture along fault lines, resulting in displacement and damage to structures.
Liquefaction. Certain soil types can lose their strength during intense shaking and transport into a liquid-like state, causing buildings and objects to sink or fail.
Quake-induced landslide. Downslope movements of rocks, solid and other dead trees commonly triggered by strong shaking. It causes erosion where large amounts of soil and rocks move rapidly downhill, endangering people and property. Tsunamis. Underwater earthquakes can generate tsunamis, which are giant ocean waves that can cause widespread devastation along coastal areas. Fires. Earthquake can damage gas lines, electrical wires, and fuel tanks, leading to fire that can quickly spread and cause further destruction. Aftershocks. After the initial earthquakes, aftershock can continue to cause damage and collapse already weakened structures.
Prone areas of the earthquakes in the Philippines.
Prone areas of earthquakes in the Philippines. Provinces such as La Union and Pangasinan are susceptible to earthquakes, especially the deep-focused ones due to the Manila Trench, while Surigao del Sur and Davao Oriental have earthquake hazards due to Philippine Trench and nearby active faults. Frequency of shallow and left lateral strike slip earthquakes in Nueva Vizcaya, Nueva Ecija, Eastern Pangasinan, Benguet, and La Union can be attributed to its location along the Philippine fault zone. However, Ifugao, despite having less earthquake occurrences, is at risk because of its very high vulnerability to disaster.
La Union, Pangasinan, Surigao del Sur, Davao Oriental, Nueva Vizcaya, Nueva Ecija, Ifugao, Benguet, Tarlac, and Pampanga. Types of geologic hazard.
Volcanic eruption. Volcanic eruption is when lava, tephra, ash, lapilli, volcano bombs, and volcanic blocks and assorted gases are expelled from a volcanic vent or fissure of a volcano. Volcanoes spew hot, dangerous gases, ash, lava, and rock that are powerfully destructive. People have died from volcanic blasts. Volcanic eruptions can result in additional threats to health such as floods, mudslides, power outages, drinking water contamination, and wildfires. Pyroclastic flows. Explosive volcanic eruptions can produce dense, rapidly moving clouds of hot ash, rock fragments, and volcanic gases, known as pyroclastic flows. These flows can travel at high speeds and destroy everything in their path. These are hot, fast-moving clouds of gas, ash, and other volcanic material that can reach speeds of up to 700 km/h. Lava flow. These are streams or rivers of incandescent molten rock known as lava, can flow down the slopes of a volcano during an eruption, destroying everything including vegetation, buildings, and infrastructure. But they usually move slowly enough to allow people to escape. Lahar. These are volcanic mud flows or debris flows triggered by heavy rainfall, melting snow or glaciers, or by the collapse of volcanic debris during an eruption. These are hot or cold mixtures of water and volcanic debris that form when volcanic materials interact with water, ice, snow, or loose wet sediments, resulting in the formation of lahars, fast-moving mudslides that can bury communities and infrastructure. Ashfall. Volcanic eruptions can release large quantities of ash into the atmosphere, which can disrupt air traffic, contaminate water supplies, and cause respiratory problems for humans and animals. Ash can threaten the health of people and livestock, pose a hazard to flying jet aircraft, damage electronics and machinery, and interrupt power generation and telecommunications. Ash, abrasive particles can scratch the surface of the skin and hands, causing discomfort and inflammation. Even inhaled, volcanic ash can cause breathing problems and damage the lungs.
Lateral gas. Literally, the refuse of hot gas and ash can be generated from an exploding dome on the summit vent or inside the edifice when sudden mass failure of the volcanic flanks occur. A lateral eruption or lateral blast is a volcanic eruption which is direct laterally from a lateral eruption or caused by the outward expansion of flanks due to rising magma. Breaking occurs at the flanks of volcanic, making it easier for magma to flow outward. Volcanic gas. It is formed from a dissolved component of magma that is released to the atmosphere in large quantities during eruption, including sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, and others.
Volcanic eruption in the Philippines.
The Philippines lies within the Ring of Fire, a region subduction zone volcanism surrounding the Pacific Ocean. This explains the distribution of most volcanoes in our country. Volcanoes are classified as active, inactive, and potential active. One of the most violent eruptions in the last 2 decades is Mount Pinatubo, observed to be inactive for several years. Another volcanic eruption that happened last January 2020 in Mount Taal, which severely damaged the province of Batangas and nearby places. From geological map, Camugin has highest risk because the land area is small such that a volcano eruption can affect the whole province. Solar ranks second because it has numerous active and potential active volcanoes.
Provinces that recently volcanic eruption are Camiguin, Sulu, Bilaran, Albay, Bataan, Sorsogon, South Cotabato, Laguna, Camarines Sur, Batanes. Types of geologic hazard.
Landslide is the mass movement of rock, soil, and debris down the slope due to gravity. It occurs when driving forces is greater than the resisting forces. Landslide materials may include soil, debris, rock, and garbage.
Rock falls. Steep slopes and unstable rocks can be dislodged during heavy rainfall or seismic activity, resulting in rockfalls that can damage infrastructure and posing a threat to people, animals, and buildings below. Debris flows, mud flows. Intense rainfall or volcanic eruption can trigger the rapid movement of water, cement, and other debris down slopes, causing debris flows or mud flows. These are fast-moving landslide mixtures of water, rock, soil, and vegetation that move downhill rapidly that are particularly dangerous to life and property because they move quickly, destroy objects in their paths, and often strike without warning. Damage of property. Landslide can cause damage to personal property, including homes, vehicles, and belongings, which can result in financial loss. loss of life and injury. People that are in the affected areas, especially populated areas, are at risk to lose life and injuries because of the rapid movement of debris. Damage of infrastructure. Landslide can damage buildings, roads, bridges, and railway, leading to disrupting transportation routes. This can lead to further damage and potential casualties and affecting the movement of people and goods.
Prone areas of the landslide in the Philippines.
There are other provinces like Ifugao, Lanao del Sur, and Sarangani rank high because of their high vulnerability to disasters, while Rizal ranked the lowest. Benguet, despite its low vulnerability, ranked 4 because of its high exposure factor or population density. Aurora ranked higher than Davao del Sur and Davao Oriental despite its low vulnerability compared with the other two provinces. This is due to the fact that the whole of Aurora is more susceptible to landslide than the other two provinces. Most of the provinces, except Palawan, are susceptible to landslide hazards.
Furthermore, below the 10 provinces at a risk to earthquake-induced shallow landslide are as follows: Ifugao, Lanao del Sur, Sarangani, Benguet, Monte Province, Bukidnon, Aurora, Davao del Sur, Davao Oriental, and Rizal. Human activity that sped up or trigger landslide.
A landslide is in a geologic process in which gravity causes rock, soil, artificial fill, or a combination of the three to move down a slope. It can be triggered by with, withering of rocks, earthquake, volcanic activity, and human activities. Landslide can cause a significant number of fatalities which are linked in human activities. Some of these activities are deforestation, the removal of vegetation of trees that holds water in topsoil, weaken slope, making them more susceptible to erosion and landslide. Number 2, clear cutting. It's a method done by logging companies to cut down every marketable tree from a selected area to harvest timber. Number 3, mining and quarrying operation. Use exclusive in their blasting techniques to break rocks and gather our deposit. They cause land areas to slide due to the vibration from the blast. Many activities can change the topography and geological structure of an area, leading to slow failures and landslides. Number 4, construction and excavation. Building structure, building off-road and railways may change the natural drainage of water of excavating on slope can alter the natural stability of land when there is a heavy rainfall or flood. Water may then move to a different path which might saturate slopes and increasing the risk of landslide. Number 5. Irrigation and drainage. Improper irrigation or drainage practice can change the water table levels, leading to increased for water pressures in the soil. This excess water can reduce the soil strength and trigger landslide. Number 6. Land pollution is the degradation of earthland surface often caused by human activities in its misuse. Industrial waste, exploitation of mineral, and improper use of soil.